Hello, I am Nikki Eshtiaqi, Professor of Chemical Engineering at RMIT University. In today's episode, we are diving into mastering the art of strategic optimism in academia. If you thought optimism was just about staying positive, think again. We are going to explore how strategic optimism can turn challenges into the opportunities and help you navigate the ups and downs of your academic journey. Welcome back to Innovatical, the channel where we come together to empower each other in our study, research, and personal growth. In case you missed it, in our first episode, I talk about how optimism is essential, but it's not enough on its own to achieve success. We need more strategy, perseverance, and the right mindset. Today, we are going to dive in even deeper into how we can use optimism strategically to turn obstacle into opportunity in our academic journey and beyond. Before we get into it, if you are new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on notification so you never miss an episode. Also, if you know anyone who would benefit from this channel, whether they are a student, researcher, or anyone looking for a practical tip to succeed, please share this video with them. At Innovatical, we wanted to create a supportive community where we all shape our experience, skill, and strategy to help each other thrive. So join us. In our first episode, I explained that the optimism can play an important role in success, but on its own, it doesn't cut it. Optimism is like a fuel that keeps us moving forward, but we need to make sure we are driving in the right direction with the right strategy. Today, let's look at that, how we can turn optimism into a strategic tool to overcome challenges and turn into the stepping stone. Now, we all heard people say, just stay positive, but let's be real. University life can be tough. It's not just about wishing things will get better. It's about taking action and using optimism in a way that helps us learn, grow, and adapt when we face with obstacle. So, what is optimism? There are two common approaches when things go wrong: pessimism, optimism. Pessimism, when we hit a roadblock and start blaming ourselves or other, feeling like we're never going to get past it. It's easy to get caught in a cycle of the frustration and self-doubt. But that's not the mindset that helps us move forward. On the other hand, true optimism isn't about ignoring reality. It's about taking a step back, reassessing the situation, and looking for opportunity, even in the toughest of times. It's about seeing challenges as a temporary and knowing that with the right strategy, we can find a way to push through. Let me share a couple of first-hand real stories to show you what I mean. For privacy reasons, I have changed a few details, but the core of this experience is authentic and based on the real journey of the people I know. Let's talk about the Maya chemical engineering lab struggle. Maya is a second-year chemical engineering student, and for her, the most daunting part of her coursework is the lab work. During one particularly tricky experiment for her chemical reaction engineering class, Maya was testing a new catalyst she has designed to improve an industrial reaction. After a week of preparing the material and setting up the experiment, the results were complete disaster. The reaction didn't happen as expected, and Maya's data didn't match the theoretical model she studied. She could have easily thought, maybe chemical engineering isn't for me. I never be to figure this out. But that's not what Maya did. Instead, she approached the situation with optimism. but strategically. She took a step back, analyzed what went wrong, and didn't let the failure define her. Okay, she thought, what can I learn from this? What if it's a catalyst concentration or temperature that needs adjustment? Rather than feeling defeated, May revised her hypothesis, rerun the experiment with a modified condition, and kept meticulous log of her process. Each failure was an opportunity to learn and refine her approach. By the end of the semester, not only did she get her experiment to work, but she also gained a deeper understanding of the nonsense of the reaction kinetic. Her optimism wasn't about wishing things would work out. It was about using the challenge as a learning opportunity, adjusting her strategy, and applying what she learned along the way. Today, Maya is on track to conduct her independent research project in the lab next year. Her resilience and strategic optimism paid off. Let's talk another example. Sophia struggled with the thesis writing. Sophia is a final year student in a science program, faced the difficult task of the writing her 10,000 word thesis on the impact of environmental factor on chemical reaction. Although she was confident in her research skill and had gathered a lot of data, she began to feel overwhelmed as she started writing. The material was complex, the deadline were approaching fast, and she struggled with a writer's block. At one point, Sophia thought about changing her topic entirely, convinced she would never be able to finish it on time. Instead of letting panic take over, Sophia decided to approach her thesis in a more organized way. She used her optimism to help her push through the stress, not by ignoring the pressure, but by breaking tasks into a smaller, more manageable step. She set aside a specific time for writing each day. Even when she didn't feel inspired, and focused on making steady progress rather than trying to get everything perfect in a first draft. Sophia also sought feedback from her advisor and fellow student, which gave her new perspective and idea for her thesis. Each time she encountered a problem, she saw it as an opportunity to rethink her approach, refine her methodology, or analyze data from a different angle. As the weeks passed, Sophia's thesis started to come together and she found herself feeling more confident and engaged with the material. Her optimism didn't mean ignoring the stress. It meant trusting in her ability to adapt, seek help, and keep moving forward. By the end of the semester, Sophia submitted her thesis with confidence, knowing she had faced and overcome one of the toughest challenges of her academic career. What optimism is not? Now, let's talk about what optimism isn't. One of the biggest misconceptions is the optimism meaning blindly positive thinking. Everything will work out. Simple because we hope it will. Some people believe that staying positive is like casting a magic spell, attracting luck, making problems disappear. But the reality is, blind optimism can be dangerous. It's like hoping for solution without making any plan or taking action. Let me tell you the story of the friend of mine who learned this in a hard way. Liam, startup idea. Liam is a business student, had an idea to start an app that would help a student manage their academic student better. He was passionate about it and believed the app would be a huge success. He was filled with optimism, thinking that if he built the app and launched it, a student would flock it. However, Liam didn't conduct the proper market research. He didn't test the app with the real user, and he skipped a few critical steps, like budgeting and considering how he would market the app. Instead, he believed that his enthusiasm and optimism would somehow guarantee success. After launching, he quickly realized that his app didn't have the feature a student actually wanted, and his user base was tiny. He wasn't getting any traction, and his savings were running out fast. Instead of acknowledging that he needed to pivot and adjust his strategy, Liam kept pushing forward with a blind optimism, hoping things would work themselves out. Eventually, the project failed, and Liam learned the hard way that optimism without a strategy isn't enough. So, what's the takeaway? Optimism, when combined with a strategic mindset, is one of the most powerful tools for overcoming obstacles and achieving success. It's not about hoping things will work out. It's about actively seeking opportunity even when things are not going as planned. Strategic optimism allows us to adopt, learn, and grow. As you move forward in your study and research, remember, challenges are inevitable, but your mindset will determine how you respond. You don't need to have all the answers right away, but you do need to approach even a challenge with a strategy that allow you to learn and adopt. And remember, this channel is all about creating a community where we can empower each other. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel and shared this video with someone who could benefit from this tip, let's build a space where. And remember, this channel is all about creating community where we can empower each other. So if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and share this video with someone who could benefit from these tips. Let's build a space where we can all share our experience and help each other grow. Thanks for watching, and keep looking for this opportunity in every challenges. You have got this. What is coming in our next episode? In our next episode, we will dive even deeper into the insight on optimism and explore how, when combined with the strategic thinking, it becomes a golden key for success and flourishing. You won't want to miss that. Thank you.